Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Enthusiast Experiment. This one is long overdue, and today we're taking a look at the Peak Design Field Pouch, a huge favorite of mine, and put it through its paces before I give you guys my, I guess, final thoughts slash mini review. This guy has traveled the world with me literally, all around the U.S. and also, luckily enough, on on a trip to Korea and Japan. So that was pretty awesome. Got a chance to put it through its paces, and we'll go over some of the things I like and don't like about the pouch. And yeah, let's get into it. So I got my quick list of facts here. So they can be bought on Peak Design's site for $39.95. They come in two colors, the charcoal and heritage tan, which you see here. It does have expandable Velcro, which we'll go over in just a second. I'll show you what that looks like if you haven't seen it already. It has an attach point for capture. Can easily be used with Peak Design straps. Has a waxed outer shell to make it weather resistant slash semi-waterproof. Felt inner padding, which I'll show you in just a moment, and loops to attach to a belt. And then we'll take a look at some of those features, and then I'll go into some of the pros and cons for me. So as you can see here, it has the expandable Velcro. Scoot it down a little bit there so you can see this is what the pouch looks like opened. So obviously collapses pretty small. It's the size of my hand, nice compact size. But you can also easily, open it up to accommodate a lot more gear depending on what you wanted to carry for the day. As you can see here is the attach point for capture. Boom. So you can just thread that under here. Clips on. This is a really, really sturdy fabric, so it's not going anywhere. Clamp it down, and then you can slap your camera on there. So if you have this on your belt or on a strap, you could just clap your camera to this, and you don't have to worry about also having a strap for your camera if you don't want to. So we'll get that out of the way. I got a few props here. And then on the back, we can show you easily the belt loop attach. So you can obviously, if you're wearing a belt or maybe on a backpack or something like that, you can easily attach this to your person, make it another means to carry. I haven't done that yet. I really wanted to do that while I was in Asia, but I admittedly don't usually wear belts, so I didn't have one with me at the time to even test it out with, so I just used it with these, which you can see are conveniently stowed away if you don't want to use them. These are the attach points for Peak Design straps. This is the leash, my favorite strap of like all time. I have another video on it. Unfortunately, still not the best quality video, but it definitely gets 2 thumbs up. I love this thing, and this is what I pair the pouch with all the time. When I'm not wearing it, this is also a little great bag to just like throw in your backpack and go. So for longer trips, when I was rummaging around the streets, I also carry a backpack, which was by Climate in another video as well. You can watch that. I love that freaking backpack. It's like the perfect travel backpack. But I would throw this in there to keep all my camera gear separate from anything else I might be carrying that day, while also keeping it protected and easily organized. So even if you're not wearing this thing just by itself, this is such a handy companion, at least for me. I really, really, really found it useful and refused to travel without it. So we'll get this out of the way, and I'll show you these guys untuck. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, but just so you can see. And of course, there you go, okay. Got both these guys out. And just provides, perfect anchor point. I've never had any problems with these failing or anything like that. I know online a long time ago, I guess there was an issue, but I've used these across all my camera systems, this guy and a few other things, and I love them. So it makes changing straps such a breeze. And you can see it does get a little, it stretches out quite a bit. It's hard to show without anything in it, but this bag can hold quite a bit. And then to get onto the inside, you'll see I have it unzipped. This is a zippered pocket right here. So one of the cons, we'll just get into that. It's actually really the only con in the bag for me. This came sewn in the center. So you can see this seam here actually ran all the way down. So this pocket would unzip, but it would be 2 more pockets on the inside. And for me, I found that completely unnecessary because I couldn't really put much in here. Because as you can see, if there's a line here, it unzips and you can't really get into this pocket. So I just took a seam ripper and popped that out. It was really, really easy, really simple, and hasn't changed anything else about the bag. That one change has like revolutionized this bag for me, because it's as simple as like I always want to have a pin handy as well, and I can throw the pin in there, gets out of the way. I don't have to worry about it opening or scratching my lenses or anything like that. So that's a handy modification that I did. Really easy and straightforward. There's that felt lining we were talking about just a moment ago. And then you can see on this side, you got 4 more pockets. So you have 2 of the stretchy pockets similar to that are on the Everyday Messenger bag. And then A couple more back here, those felt lined pockets, everything, felt pretty much everywhere. I wouldn't say there's a ton of padding or like cushioning or anything on this bag. So if you have like your camera on it and it dropped from, your waist or shoulder height, there may be some damage, but again, that's not the purpose of this bag. It's just supposed to be a nice way to organize everything. As far as stuff getting into it, like dust or rain or anything, I haven't had any problems. Admittedly, I also haven't got trapped in the rain with this yet, but if it's anything like the Everyday Messenger bag, which it feels very, very similar, you shouldn't have any issues. I've got the Everyday Messenger bag, not soaked, but a little bit of a downfall in the Bay Area and didn't have any problems. So I'm not worried about this. But yeah, overall, it's phenomenal. Especially for the price point. If you're just looking for a bag, like when I go shooting, I typically shoot film. So for me, it's the perfect bag to carry around a few extra rolls of film, maybe another lens, and then I'm good to go if I want to throw like a power bar, protein bar, or something in there too, just to have like a little snack while I'm running around. But I usually have this guy in there, which is my Japan Hunter film case. Got a couple rolls in there, and then I just keep this guy in there to keep it from popping open. And that would usually go just in here. I would usually throw like an extra lens. Sometimes I'll have capture on there. It's not always. I tested it out a few times. I would like to test it out in the belt mode with this because I think it would be a lot more comfortable wearing the camera, but having the camera on here and this on a strap kind of bounces around a little bit, too much for my liking. And I also, so the camera I typically will run around and shoot with is the F3, which is a little bit of a heavier camera. I think with a mirrorless, this would be a better solution as far as like wearing it on a strap and having your camera on here. But with a heavier camera like the F3, I think it would be a little bit better if it was like anchored down on a belt. And then I'll use this as the strap for this, and usually just hand carry this. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty straightforward, plenty of organization and opportunities. If you're shooting digital instead of film, you can easily put used cards, new cards, batteries, any cables that you might need, chargers, anything like that. So it really offers a wealth of options, and then still just collapses down into like nothing. So it almost feels like you're not even wearing it, which is perfect if you're running around the streets doing a day of shooting. But yeah, that's basically it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if any of you have this, what your experiences have been. I'm always curious to see different use case scenarios and how everyone's using their gear. If you're new to the channel, I appreciate you swinging by. Just in time, Peak Design just launched a new product on Kickstarter, 4 new products, I guess, technically, and I jumped on the 30-liter backpack. I'm really excited to see how that comes out, because I tend to be more of a backpack wearer, although I have been using the Everyday Messenger bag since it came out. But yeah, keep an eye out for that when that ships. I'd be happy to do a review on that after getting some hands-on time. Oh yeah, so the pros, we already went over the one con. I'll go over a couple of the pros real quick if I haven't hit them already. So I feel like it's the perfect, walking around all day bag, because it's just so small, lightweight, doesn't, encumber you by any means. Perfect for travel. I really, like I said, I haven't gone anywhere without this since I've bought it, just to put it through its paces, but then it quickly became a necessary staple for me. And then it's great, like I said, for even if you don't want to wear it, just for throwing it like in a backpack that you're going to take out with you and organizing all of your, your photography stuff, or even your personal items. It's really great for that as well. But yeah, it's been a quick review / quick look at the Peak Design Field Pouch, and it definitely gets 2 thumbs up from me. Please like, subscribe, and share the video so that we can grow this channel together. It's been fun hanging out with you guys, and we'll talk again soon. Thanks.